All right, the second section that we're doing today, I'll go to the bottom to introduce things, go to the summary. But, okay, the two major things we're doing in this second section is we're learning that a triangle adds up to 180 degrees. Everybody in here hopefully already knew that from middle school and before. Okay? The angles of a triangle always add up to 180. Okay? The new concept, which shouldn't be too difficult to understand, is the exterior angle of a triangle, which happens when we extend a line. So if we extend one of the sides and go past the vertex, so then it creates an angle on the outside, the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. So what the heck is a remote interior angle? Okay. Well, if the angle doesn't touch it, it's a remote interior angle. Okay. So since this one touches it, it's not one of the two, so we take the other two of the triangle because there's only three angles of the triangle. These two add up to be this. Okay. So these are the concepts we're going to learn in this second section. Now, along with that, they have one other theorem that we're not going to look at too much, but it says through any point not on a line, so point P is not on B, there's only one line that can run through P that's parallel to B. Okay? So we cannot draw more than one line parallel. So this line is not parallel to B. This line is not parallel to B. It's impossible to draw any line parallel to B besides one of them through that point. Okay? Now, if I would draw another point, I could draw a line parallel to B through that point as well, but only one can go through P. Okay, so this is the angle sum. These three angles add up to 180. So let's look at that. Here we go. We've got a 32-degree angle, a 78-degree angle. What is this? Well, what's 32 plus 78? Let's do Common Core. What's 30 plus 70? 100. What's 2 plus 8? 10. 100 plus 10 is 110. What's left for x? 70. Okay? Now, this is 70. This is 32. What's 70 plus 32? 102. Why is 102? Because it's the exterior angle of this triangle. Also, a straight line makes how many degrees? 180. 102 and 78 make 180. Okay? See how that works? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, 34 and 72. Well, what's 70 plus 30? 100. What's 2 plus 4?
108.
6. So we have 106. What's 180 minus 106? 74. What's 63 plus 41? Well, what's 60 plus 40? 100. What's 1 plus 3? 104. What's left for this? 76. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, so we can handle that. The exterior angle theorem, which we've already used once, is you take these two, add them up to equal that. Why? Well, how many degrees are in a triangle? 180. If we use 90 there, 30 there, that leaves us 60 here. Well, how many degrees are in a straight line? 180, so this has to be 120. Okay, that's how that exterior angle theorem works. So, if this is 45 and 75, what's 40 plus 70? What's 40 plus 70? 110. What's 5 plus 5? 10. 10 plus 110 is 120. What's angle 1? 120. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right. So, somebody's going to make this shelf. And this are parallel. This is parallel. These are parallel. There's all kinds of angles going on. Let's figure out what those angles are. All right. What do you think is the easiest angle to find? And don't say angle 1 just because it's first, because it's not the easiest to find. What's the easiest angle to find up there? 5. Yeah, 5 is, because we already know 2 angles of this triangle. Okay? 45 and 55. What's 40 plus 50? 90. What's 5 plus 5? 10. And then 90 plus 10 is 100. You were thinking ahead. So if these two add up to 100, what's left for angle 5? 80. So if 80 is here, by vertical angles, 80 is here. Okay? All right. Now, okay. If we have parallel lines here and here, this angle is congruent to what angle? This angle down here, 55, is congruent to what angle?
2 angle.
Angle 2. So if they're congruent, we know angle 2 equals 55 by alternate interior angles. Okay, so if 2 is 55, so I'm going to erase my little congruent sign and put a little 55 up here. What's left for this angle over here? So 80 and 55. 80 and 50 is 130 plus 5 is 135. What's 180 minus 135? 45, right? So we know that angle is 45. Well, if we draw some lines here, angle 4 is vertical angles with these two that are combined. What's 45 and 75 add up to? 40 and 70 is 110, plus 5 is 10, so 120. So what's angle 4? 120. All right, so we know, we know 4 is 120. Well, now all of a sudden I can figure out 3 because I have 2 angles of this triangle. 120 and 45 is 165. What's left for 3? 15. Okay? All right, so then angle 1 is the last one to find. Okay? So I got to figure out how to find angle 1. Well, one thing I can do is see how this is 120. So what would be its linear pair? 60. This is 80. What would be its linear pair? 100. This is 160. What's left for this? 20. So angle 1 is 20. Angle 2 is 55. Angle 3 is 15. Angle 4 is 120. Angle 5 is 80. Okay? So let's do that one more time with a little easier picture, less angles. Okay? How do I find angle x? Add 23 and 54 makes 77. 180 minus 77 is 103. What's a linear pair with 103? 77. Also, it's the exterior. Also, it's the exterior angle here. So if you add these two together, it makes 77. So if this is 77 and this is 36, what's this exterior angle? What do you do with 77, 36? Add them. So 30 and 70 make 100. 7 and 6 make 13. So it's 113. Okay? Okay. There we go. So I will release the last assignment. We'll take a couple quizzes over them tomorrow. And then we'll talk about slope tomorrow. We'll do a slope worksheet tomorrow. So if you're at Sophie tomorrow, I have a worksheet for you. Uh-oh, I don't have that many worksheets, do I? We'll see.
Are you? The group kids were to go. Actually, imagine. In your head, are we gonna go?
So Monday, you guys come in and take that quiz, the quizzes that you're gonna miss. Yeah, you did. Well, I said a worksheet. Come on, girl.